All right. What's up? It's Prospector Feel, and today I'm gonna attempt to make a Swedish or Finnish fire torch out of a log. This log was in my little campfire when I showed up, and I'm gonna do it without using any tools. So what I've done, someone tried to burn this already, but what I've done is I've burned a notch in the end, and I'm going to show you real quick the setup I used to do that, and then we'll stand it up on end. So this will be your fire torch without any tools at all. Most people, they use a saw or an axe or a hatchet, something to cut the notches in the end. I just use some fire. So I'm gonna do the quick setup, show you how I burned that notch in the end, and then we'll set it up and see if it'll work as a torch and see how long So here's the basic setup I used. I got some little chunkers cut over there, so I got a couple of them, and I just put them right alongside here. Sometimes these big, dense, thick logs, this is way longer than a normal log, they're really hard to burn as is, and so that's why I did it this way. And so we'll have some bigger chunks on the side, put some tinders in there, and then I found this earlier in my camp. Someone's pack of white birch split loggies, so that'll help get the tinders going. And then I'll just use a little bit of kindling. I'll probably put more tinder on there. I want more tinder, but this is basically what I did. And I just kind of put the tinders on there, so the little tinder will catch, the bigger stuff will catch, the sides will catch. Once this fire gets going, I took the end of the log and I rolled it on top of these bigger chunks, and that's how I got this notch right here. So that's all I did for the notch. And yeah, it took a while, but it's pretty easy to do, especially if you don't have tools. I've got an axe over there. We could use the axe, but this is more fun this way. So that's what I did. You get your little fire going just on the one side, not over here, don't worry about that, and get it going just on the side here, and then you kind of roll the log over top of your fire, and you can actually burn a notch in there, obviously. So that's how I made my fire torch, and now I'm gonna stand it upright. We'll just get rid of this because we already did that part. I did anyway. We'll stand it upright, just kind of like that. Now there's my fire torch. And geez, that's why I can show you with the normal log here. I've got the bugs in my juices. That sounds wonderful. Normal logs. Oh, and take the normal logs over here and put it next to it. So yeah, it's got a good 6 inches on a normal log, and that log's probably already 16 inches. So you got like almost 2 feet of log right there, and that'll make a good little fire. So let me put this log back. We'll build up a little tinder fire right here and see how long it lasts. Okay, I've never made one of these before. I'm gonna cheat just a little bit. Do a bit of toilet papers. That'll be nice and good right there. And we can probably don't even need this paper now. Yeah, we'll just burn that later. Then I got a bunch of little sticks for tinder. And so I'm just gonna kind of pile them on like that. I want to get the fire going in the middle, I think. I don't know, I never made one. I don't know what I do. I just do it. Yeah. Let's grab just a couple of these. Stick them on the top leave some air in between. So it's just before 7:30, and we'll see if my non-tool fire log will work here. And I'm gonna get another car coming by making noise. So that should just catch. I could blow a little air on there. But once it gets going, I'm just gonna keep feeding it. Probably get some more tinder here. Make sure. Boy, that'd be embarrassing if that didn't catch the first time. But it looks like my tinder's going. That might have been a bad idea to stack those bigger pieces on top, because I'm gonna want tinder underneath. I want the fire in the middle. But we'll see, at least it's going. I'm gonna go grab some more tinder and toss it in there. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was a bad idea to stack sticks this way, because they either burnt and I broke them and then stuck them this way, or I just stuck them this way. So, but it looks like it's going. I'm just gonna keep adding some tinder there. And it's exactly 7:30 now. And it looks like we already got a pretty good ember down below. So I'm gonna grab another handful or two little twiggies. I got some little twiggies over there I can break up. And just kind of keep this going for a bit. And make sure that's nice and hot in the middle. And that'll get the main log going. And it looks like the main log's already starting to go along the edges here. So this will be the attempt. We'll see how it works and how long it lasts. So 5 minutes in, and I did end up building up the fire on the top, but you can look down underneath. And the reason I did that is now I got a freaking awesome campfire. And I got quite a bit of heat, even several feet away. And yeah, some of that is falling off the sides. Whatever, I need a poking stick to keep it in the middle. But I'm building up all sorts of heat and embers in the middle on the inside. So looks like it's going, and I'll just keep it going and keep track of the time and keep you updated. Derp-a-derp. All right, 15 minutes in now, and it's starting to get down a little bit further. But I wanted to point out that this is giving me good heat. It's creating a lot of coal inside, and this is basically what I'm using. Just freaking twigs off of the ground, which is really nice, because normally this would last like a minute in a normal fire. So this is giving me a lot more heat and a lot more burn time. And I also got lots of nice coals in the middle there. So I'm thinking this is pretty good. This will work. This will work just fine. Whoops. Kind of hard to add while I'm filming. Add some more on there. This is the one problem I've noticed, is if you don't keep it stoked, it starts to go out and smolder and smoke, and then you gotta go like this. Just give it a good steady constant flame or breath of air, and then it'll fire back up. And boy, I gotta get back. So all right, we'll keep going and we'll see. I don't like how big the notch was that I ended up with, because stuff keeps falling off over there, and I'm getting tired of picking it up and burning myself. So there are some downsides to doing this, but there are some upsides as well. So I'll just let it keep going for a while and slowly stoke it with little twiggies. And that's one big advantage. If you don't have a pile of firewood, just little twiggies and a single log, this is gonna last a long time. So it's been going for about a half hour now, And I mean, I've got heat 1.5 feet above it. And I finally quit stoking it, or stoking it, however you want to call it, because I'm getting hungry. So a half hour, still got, and actually I saw parts of the log were starting to burn a little bit. So I'm gonna get me some foods and quit stoking this and see if it'll keep going, keep putting off heat. There's two things I've noticed. The first is you can use, like, look, I still got all my firewoods. You can use like almost no firewood at all and keep a really good fire going for quite a long time with like almost no wood at all, just a log and some twigs. And the second thing I've noticed, and I know a lot of people, that's the reason they use these fire logs, is, watch this. See how much heat is in there? We basically got nothing but coals, and we got a flat surface. If you wanted to, you can boil water, you can cook food, you can do all sorts of stuff. Luckily, I got a propane stove, so I'm just gonna leave this going, and I can feel the heat even several feet away. So I'll kind of watch that. I'm gonna make me some dinners. I give thumbs up for this. It is easier if you use some tools, but hey, if you're gonna improv and it ends up working out, then good deal. So maybe we'll do an update at the end of the video once I get some food in my bellies and go from there. Right. So it's been an hour and 15 minutes, and look at that. It's still just smoldering. It's got a lot of heat. I've got one complaint: the smoke. If you don't keep it stoked, you're gonna get smoke. But look, we got embers all the way down. I could roast the perfect marshmallow over this right now. And as far as bonuses go, look, I basically got all my firewood, and I've had over an hour of fire and a really nice cooking surface, some heat. As a comparison, that log right there, that's a dried pine, good size. If I chop that log up and I was frugal about it in a normal campfire, that log is going to give me, between the entire log, between 2 and 3 hours of heat and fire. And watch this. Oh, look at the embers in there. That's nice. Oh, that's perfect. So I know I didn't do it right. I know I kind of skimped. I didn't use any tools or anything, but this log was left here by whoever was here before me, and it was a good way, and it seemed to work pretty dang good. And also, I made me some food. I got me some ramens, but look. Now this is how you do ramen noodles. You put some chives in there. You put my secret spices. And then bacon bits. Look at the bacon bits. Those are just from the dollar store. But oh my gosh, this is so good. And I've got a warm, tasty broth to go with it, which is super nice. That's like a 20-cent meal right there. I might do some videos on making food stuffs for camping that lasts a long time and is super cheap but tastes really good. I got some secret spices I put in there. Makes it awesome. And one last thing about this is I have no doubt if I blow a little bit, readjust the embers, okay, then I grab just some vine, which this is really good tinder. I have no doubt if I put that on there, And that was just a little handful. Took me 5 seconds to collect it. And yeah, the smoke, downside. But if you keep the flame going, oh, look at that. And the smoke is actually good because it keeps the mosquitoes away. But let me finish my thought. I have no doubt if I put a little tinder on there, it'll fire right back up. And obviously it did. And look how red that is in there. I mean, I'm getting really good heat off of this. So that's my review. Obviously I did it wrong. If you want to look up either Swedish or Finnish fire torch, fire log, something like that, there's a lot of tutorials on how you can make them, how you can do them right. But look, I got the whole freaking log here left, and it's lasted a long time. I've got all my firewood, and I give it a thumbs up. This worked out really, really good. And when you get down to the coals, you can cook hot dogs, you can cook, you can make s'mores. You could do marshmallows, perfect marshmallow with s'mores down there. And it'd be really good. So I loves it. Thumbs up. And if you guys will give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, helps me out. I know I say it all the time, but it really does. Helps me make videos. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that watches. And I love you guys. Yay. Until next time, there's my stupid video for today, and more on the way. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Quick side note, when you get the just smoldering crap and a lot of smoke, long, constant, steady breath. Just give it some oxygen, but you don't just and just belch all over it. You just a continuous steady breath. Let's see if I got that on there. You see how that works? Yeah, that's awesome. I loves it. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to enjoy my dinner. And till next time, see you guys. I lied. I got one more quick note. One more thing I like about this versus just splitting that up, using that, making a regular campfire. When I want to put this out, oh, guess what? I got waters. Right on the top there, I can douse this entire thing and it'll go bye-bye. I can take out all those embers, all those coals, everything in there, and it'll be ready for the next time. And look, I got so much left. And once it finally goes all the way to the bottom, I can use the sides and make another fire. So this is freaking awesome as far as using firewood. I love it. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, real quick update. Just because I finished the video, but whatever. Look, I just blew on it. We're pushing 2 hours now. This sucker is still going. And it's still got all the nice bright embers in there. Still got a real good amount of heat. So once again, super thumbs up. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's it. Maybe I'll actually finish the video this time. That'll be all. Or maybe I'll just let it sit and do another update. With you. Yeah, it takes so little effort to get that going again 2 hours later. And look, I mean, I still got so much of the log left, but it's all just nice and red hot and warm. And like so little firewood, it's ridiculous. So little. Haven't even touched that crap. I've been picking up a couple little twigs off of the ground. And that's the first time I've done it since you last saw me do it. So it's just burning the embers in there and the coals. And it's giving off good heat. And now that it's getting dark, it's giving off some decent light too. But yay, thumbs up again. Maybe I'll do another update in another hour. I don't know. Listen, I broke down and added a log or a stick. Now we got the torch. It must have hit like a sap pocket. That was cool. Awesome. Yeah, all I've done is I added one of my little stubby sticks. And it just did the fire torch. That's the Swedish torch part, I guess. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna let it burn. I'm just gonna keep making the video. Awesome. Okay. 3 hours later, the left side's falling off. But we're gonna have to do the rest in the morning, but I wanted to try. I got a little bit of bark I'm gonna put on there. So I'll turn out my light real quick and look. It's still going. Oh my gosh, that's insane. So I'm gonna put this bark on there and just set it on kind of like that right there. Well, gotta get some air in there. Can't smother everything. Whoopsies. Okay, we'll try that. I guess a little bit of air and that bark will go right back up in flames. This is freaking awesome. Well, if I can film and blow at the same time. Whoa. Stops. And that was just a small handful of bark. So that's slowly gonna catch on fire. 3 hours later, I still got my fire going. Still got plenty of heat. Can't even see my hand. So I'm gonna let that catch up on flame, or catch on flame. Catch on fire, whatever I'm saying. And yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Boy, that'll tell you right there how much heat is in there and how much heat that log is retaining, because it didn't hardly take anything for that to get going. Nothing at all. That's awesome. So I'm gonna enjoy this, let it burn down. It's been three hours now, and I'm still enjoying my flaming torch. So once that goes down, I'll put it out and we can check out the damage in the morning. Okay, 11 o'clock at night, and got my water bottles. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. Water bottles, one for the mouth. And maybe I should turn the light out for this. We're gonna douse the flames. Oh, nice. Oh, I like how that works. I'm gonna turn the light back on and douse it a little bit more. And then make sure I get the white stuff. White stuff. Okay. Don't use too much water. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Okay, check the damage in the morning. And here's the result this morning. Look. We barely burnt any of that log. And yeah, it did burn the side, so it kind of ruined my
a platform if I wanted to cook. But that was 3.5 hours. Put my poking stick over there. And the beautiful thing, that I used no wood at all for a 3.5 hour fire. This is my new favorite way to conserve wood and still have a decent fire that puts out heat and light. And so if you're interested in these, there's a lot of tutorials. I know mine's kind of ghetto, but mine was just improvised, whatever. So it did work. It was great. You can look up either a Swedish Torch Fire Log or Finnish. They call them both. So that worked great. And look, that's the type of stuff I was using right there. Just little twiggies, little handful at a time. And I hardly used any wood whatsoever. So there we go. I like it. My new favorite way to conserve firewood. That's awesome. So I'll say it again, like and subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll keep making videos. So thanks for watching. See you guys soon.